Today's video is about vitiligo. We will learn its causes, features and management. Vitiligo is a long-term skin condition that leads to the loss of pigment in patches, causing white spots to appear on different parts of the body. The condition can affect people of any age, gender or ethnicity, although it is more noticeable in individuals with darker skin tones. Vitiligo is not contagious or life-threatening, but it can have significant psychological and emotional impacts on those affected. What is vitiligo? Vitiligo occurs when the melanocytes, the cells responsible for producing pigment in the skin, die or cease functioning. This results in loss of color in affected areas, leading to white patches. Although the condition primarily affects the skin, it can also affect hair and in rare cases the inner layer of the eyes. The exact cause of vitiligo is still unknown, but research suggests that a combination of genetic, environmental and autoimmune factors may play a role. Several hypotheses attempt to explain the possible causes. Autoimmune hypothesis. In many cases, vitiligo is believed to be an autoimmune disorder. The immune system mistakenly attacks the melanocytes, resulting in their destruction. This theory is supported by the fact that vitiligo is often associated with other autoimmune diseases such as thyroid disorders, type 1 diabetes, and alopecia areata. Approximately 20 to 30% of vitiligo patients have a family history of the condition, indicating a genetic predisposition. Certain genes are thought to increase the risk of developing vitiligo, although it is likely that multiple genes contribute to the condition. Environmental factors such as exposure to chemicals, sunburn, or emotional stress may trigger or worsen vitiligo in genetically predisposed individuals. Neurogenic factors may play a role. Some theories suggest that certain chemicals released by nerve endings in the skin could be toxic to melanocytes, leading to their destruction. The last factor is self-destruction hypothesis. This theory proposes that melanocytes may undergo self-destruction due to an accumulation of toxic byproducts generated during melanin synthesis. Salient features of vitiligo. The primary feature of vitiligo is the presence of depigmented white patches on the skin. However, there are different types and patterns of the condition. Number 1 is generalized vitiligo, the most common form characterized by widespread white patches that are often symmetrical. These patches may appear on the face, neck, hands and other areas. Number 2, segmental vitiligo. This form affects only one side of the body and often progresses more rapidly but tends to stabilize after 1 to 2 years. It is more common in younger individuals. Number 3 is focal vitiligo, a localized form with only a few patches in one specific area, often without further spread. Number 4, universal vitiligo, an uncommon form where more than 80% of the body surface is affected, leading to almost complete depigmentation. Number 5, mucosal vitiligo, limited to the mucous membranes such as the lips and the lining of the mouth and nose. Other notable features include poliosis, which is characterized by loss of color in hair, eyebrows, eyelashes and beard, causing them to appear white or grey. Eye changes may occur. In rare cases, the inner layer of the eye or retina may also lose pigment, but this generally does not affect vision. Increased sun sensitivity may be present. Depigmented areas lack melanin, which provides natural protection from the sun, making the affected skin more vulnerable to sunburn. Diagnosis typically involves a clinical examination where a dermatologist examines the affected skin. In some cases, a Wood's lamp may be used to highlight areas of depigmentation that may not be visible to the naked eye. Additionally, biopsies or blood tests may be conducted to check for associated autoimmune conditions such as thyroid disease. Management of vitiligo. There is currently no cure for vitiligo, but various treatment options can help to manage and improve the appearance of the condition. The choice of treatment depends on the extent and location of the patches, the rate of progression, and the individual's preferences. Topical corticosteroid creams can sometimes help restore pigment, especially if used in the early stages. However, they are typically prescribed for limited durations due to side effects. Calcineurin inhibitors. These are non-steroidal medications used in areas where skin is thinner, such as the face and neck. These may be safer than corticosteroids for long-term use. Phototherapy. Narrowband UVB therapy is a form of phototherapy that involves exposing the affected areas to narrowband ultraviolet B light. This may help repigment the skin over time. It is often combined with topical treatments for better results. PUVA, Zuralin and UVA therapy. Zuralin is a drug that makes the skin more sensitive to UVA light. The drug can be applied topically or taken orally before UVA light exposure. However, PUVA has more side effects and is less commonly used than narrowband UVB. Surgical options include skin grafting and cellular grafting. In cases where vitiligo is stable, skin grafting can be an option. This involves transferring pigmented skin from one area of the body to the affected areas. However, there is a risk of scarring and it is not suitable for all cases. In cellular grafting, melanocyte cells are harvested and transplanted onto depigmented areas. This is a more advanced procedure and requires specialized facilities. Depigmentation therapy. For individuals with widespread vitiligo who prefer an even skin tone, depigmentation of the remaining pigmented areas is an option. This involves applying monobenzone or similar agents to achieve uniform whiteness. Depigmentation is typically irreversible. Camouflage and cosmetic solutions, makeup and self-tanning products. These can be used to cover patches, providing a temporary solution that is often popular for facial and exposed areas. Dyes and tinted creams, specially formulated, are available for longer lasting coverage. Living with vitiligo can have profound psychological and emotional effects, including reduced self-esteem, depression and anxiety. Support groups, counseling, and cognitive behavioral therapy can be beneficial for individuals struggling with the social and emotional aspects of the condition. Recent advances in vitiligo treatment. Research into new treatments for vitiligo continues with promising advances on the horizon. Janus kinase inhibitors. These oral and topical medications are being studied for their potential to halt or reverse vitiligo. They target pathways involved in immune responses which may help prevent the destruction of melanocytes. Platelet-rich plasma. Studies are ongoing to determine whether PRP derived from the patient's own blood may help stimulate melanocyte growth and repigmentation. Laser treatments. Excimer lasers, which deliver targeted UVB light, are being explored for treating smaller patches of vitiligo. While vitiligo is a chronic condition without a definitive cure, various management options are available to help restore pigmentation and address the psychological effects associated with the condition. Research continues to improve treatment efficacy and options, offering hope to those affected. With ongoing medical advancements and supportive interventions, people with vitiligo can lead full, confident lives despite the challenges they face. I hope this brief content about vitiligo is beneficial. If you like it, leave a thumbs up Subscribe the channel for more informational videos. Share with your friends and colleagues.